Here at Hendrick Motorsports, a special edition of Fast Talk, and we are joined by the driver of the number 88 Chevrolet, is NASCAR's most popular driver many years running now, Dale Earnhardt Jr. And, boy, lots of changes for you this season, Dale. You've got a new crew chief. Your cars are being built out of a new race shop. How new does everything feel to you? You ready to go?
Yeah, I'm ready to go. It's we've been used to change over the last several years, but this is definitely probably the biggest change I've been a part of, aside from my move to Hendrick initially. I'm pretty excited. We've made a few opportunities at testing and gotten to know each other well. Me and Stevie and the entire new team that I'm part of, and I'm just trying to fit in well and make adjustments that I need to make to be as much of a part of that team as I can and as big an asset as I can to that team. I just want to make those guys proud to have me and proud that I'm a part of their group, and going to work hard and seize opportunity. It's a great opportunity for me to try to turn things around, get more productive and more successful on the racetrack.
When Rick Hendrick says to you, Dale, we're thinking about making a change, what do you think about Steve Letarte? What's your reaction?
Well, initially, to Rick, I just feel whatever he thinks he needs to do to manage his company in the best way he sees fit. I mean, that's really that's the line I'm going to walk. And I feel, if I had any kind of reservations about anything, I would speak up, but for the most part, it's a great chance for me. I think it's going to be interesting being in the same shop with Jimmy, working alongside him and Chad. It's been I've seen a lot of great things working with Stevie at the test and just being around him and watching him think and watching his brain go as he's contemplating changes and contemplating the race car and what can help it. It's been fun watching that, and just getting to be a part of the team. I mean, it's a really big change, and it takes a while to adjust and get comfortable. And I'm just trying to respect everybody's situation. I'm coming into a group that this is their shop, this is Stevie's team, this is they have everything like they want. They're comfortable. This is how they got it. This is their space, and so I'm just trying to come in there and do what I'm asked to do and get the job done on my end.
This year's Daytona 500, a bit of a milestone for Dale Earnhardt Jr. 400th career start. Any special significance for you on that?
It's the first time I even heard that. Well, not really. I mean, hopefully there's 400 more in my future, and I'm just, those type of milestones at this point don't really mean anything to me. But I should be thankful and should be glad that I've had that opportunity to run in 400 races in this sport. But the driver inside me is just ready to keep going and unsatisfied with just 400, once more. So hopefully I'll have the fortune to be around for much longer. And I'm just proud to have been a part of the sport, and hopefully I've left a good mark and up to this point, and hopefully I have more good things to provide to the sport and help the sport however I can.
When you look at this Daytona 500 coming up, not only is it your 400th career start, there's also a lot of talk about it being the 10th anniversary of when we lost your father. Really, when you look at the story that could be written for this day, especially as it surrounds you, everything seems to be a perfect situation for you to make it to victory lane. I mean, essentially, you just have to write the ending to it. And I know you had a big finish at Daytona this past year in the Nationwide car. I mean, how big of a day would that be for you?
Well, that's one of the most difficult questions to answer, not because of the subject, but it's hard to tell people how, when I was going to run the Wrangler car at Daytona, people would say, how big would it be to win that race? And you can't, I don't know how to explain that, but I don't know how to give the listeners at home a good idea of what that would mean. But any win especially in the Cup Series where we've struggled and been winless for so long, any win anywhere is going to be the next greatest thing that could happen to me. And regardless of the storyline and the circumstances of it falling on the anniversary, the 10-year anniversary of my father's death, but you know, I'm proud to have been an Earnhardt, and nothing I could do or anyone else can do will ever replace him or you know, overshadow anything that he's ever accomplished. And he was not only the greatest driver or one of the greatest drivers to have been in the sport, out of respect to all the other fans out there who might have another favorite that they think is the greatest. I think, you know, he was one of them. And but what he gave to the sport away from the race car, how he helped steer it in certain directions, and helped us. He did so many things to help the sport become better, and nothing will ever overshadow that. And it's great to remember him, and hopefully this is a good opportunity for everybody to reflect on some of the positive things he did, and maybe maybe something that you shared personally with him at some point. So hopefully it's a good upbeat weekend and Sunday.
I can only say this. I think the most memorable quote I've ever heard in racing was after you won in the Wrangler car and you got out and you said, "I'm so glad we won. Nothing else would have been right." And that has stuck with me ever since, because the excitement that you had and the sense of relief was awesome. Yeah. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. We really appreciate it. Hope to see you back in Victory Lane really soon.
Yeah, I appreciate you guys having me on, and I look forward to the season and seeing you guys at the racetrack, and hopefully we have a lot to talk about.
All right, Dale Earnhardt Jr., hopefully we'll have a lot of positive things to talk about, like trips to Victory Lane. You're listening to Fast Talk here on PRN.